And take a look now. Fastball usage is down across Major League Baseball. It's been going that way. But you can see also in a 3-0 count, it's gone from, you would see a fastball pitcher just trying to get a strike, from 95.6% of the time down to 94.5%. Seemingly in line with all the other pitches as well. Howard, what is the general philosophy now, since we're seeing kind of an era of super pitchers? If you get that advantage of 3-0, what should one do?
Well, I don't know what they're teaching, but to me, it's all about the individual. You know, some guys can't handle swinging 3-0. They just can't. They're going to swing a bad pitch. 3-0 is I want the ball right here, what I'm looking for. Or if you're going to sit on a breaking ball 3-0 and you got a breaking ball pitcher, you better not miss it. So that, to me, is the thing that I see. What I'm watching a lot is we're giving way too much credit to pitchers because, oh, he's going to throw a breaking ball. They don't throw that many strikes. So why are we chasing? So I think what's changed the biggest thing for me in watching hitters now is they do get a lot of information, and they say this guy's going to throw a 2-1 breaking ball, he's going to do this, and you start sitting on that one pitch, and as soon as you see it breaking, they're swinging. And a lot of times that's why we see them swing at balls in the dirt. Or we see them take a fastball down the middle and you're sitting at home going, what's he doing? They're guessing. So 3-0, even though you think 95% of the time they're throwing a fastball, does not mean it's a fastball you can handle.
I would think, again, it wasn't that long ago, and it was kind of like starting with the late 90s Yankees, mid-90s Yankees coming up, a team you know very well, where it was grind it out. Even if it's 3-0, make this guy continue. Throw another strike, throw another strike. But you see so few strikes these days. Joel, I'm wondering if that should be the philosophy in today's game.
So I think 3-0 swinging really got popular these last few years, and I understand why. I think if I were a manager now, even for a guy who handles 3-0 well, I'd give it take some. And here's why. First of all the fastballs are not created equal. Like when we think about, like if I think I'm getting a four-seam fastball, that's something. But if you just took cutters out of that number that we saw before, it goes down to about 90%. So like it's still a high number, but like I wouldn't want to swing at a cutter 3-0. No. Right? Like that's not a pitch I really want to try to handle. And I will say this, at a time where it's hard to have base runners on, I want to take at least 2 shots at getting a 3-0 and a 3-1 pitch to see if I could get on easy, especially at a time, I mean, we talk about Burns and Cole, but there's walks are up in the sport. Okay. So I want to take a chance at getting a base runner. The other thing is, one of the things I've noticed, you're going at 3-0 for power, right? You're trying to drive the ball for extra bases, usually a homer. The ball is dying a little more this year because of whatever's been done to the baseball. So like, I might take my A swing, I might hit it well, and it might die. I want to force that guy to throw a 3-0 and a 3-1 pitch. My suspicion is whatever I get at 3-0, I'm getting a 3-1. So I want to go ahead and see if I could get on base at a time where it's so hard to get on base.
I like his hitting philosophy here.
Yeah, and you know, the other thing that we were looking at earlier, or we will look at, is 0-0, 1-0, 2-0. I don't think guys are managing counts. You know, to me, I think we got the wrong verbiage in the sport right now. Launch angle is the worst thing of terminology you can say, because the first thing you think of is I'm going to launch a ball. It should be launch counts. 3-0, I'm going long. 3-1, those are launch counts, because I'm going to get my pitch and I'm going to be able to jump it. And so you should not have a launch angle swing on a 2-2 count. It doesn't work. So I think we should be talking about launch counts. If I'm swinging 0-0 or 1-0, very similar to 3-0, I'm trying to do damage. Other than that, there's different times in the count when you're trying to do certain things.
I want to talk about that because I actually saw it today with Bo Bichette. It was Bo Bichette and Vladimir Guerrero in the late innings, obviously ambushing, first pitch, swinging, and you see so few good strikes. And most of them, again, the control is as such that they're usually right on the black, and with devastating stuff if you're facing an elite starter. John Means, when he threw his near-perfect game, his no-hitter the other night, had 26 of 27 batters first pitch strikes.